telling the one and only Ashanti on national television that she has condemned herself to a life of being a married single mother for the whole world to see is crazy work.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Nelly and Ashanti's reality show was recently released, and now that we have an inside look on their marriage, it seems there may be trouble in paradise. Let's go ahead and watch the clips that's got everyone concerned and talking, see what the streets are saying, and I'll come back on the back end with my opinions.
I'm nervous a little bit.
KK's first tour. Well, you got help. You got T-Ma, and you got to breathe.
I mean, and it's not only that, it's you're going a lot. You're going a lot. He's about to go on tour for 200,000 million days, and I hate it. I don't like it at all. That's a long time.
No, it is. It is. It's back and forth periodically. 3 weeks here, 2 weeks back, 2 months. I think it'll be fine.
It's just, the baby, it's a lot.
Well, listen, it's all you. I ain't gonna even lie. But, you know, I ain't got nothing for him.
Absolutely not, I know.
Until he can say, I'm hungry. Until he can say, I need to use the bathroom. It's gonna be a lot in your bathroom. But as soon as he started walking, I told him, I said, enjoy it. Because as soon as he get to walking and talking, he with the crew.
I'm trying to understand, how is it that you just sleep through when he starts crying?
Do y'all really be up at night? I heard about it.
You know what? It's absolutely ridiculous that you'll still be dead asleep and he'll be mad loud.
But I don't even hear y'all, man.
That's ridiculous.
You know? It's a gift, I guess.
Why is that a gift?
I'm blessed with that too now.
No, that means get up. It's your turn to change him.
I'm gonna take you back to this conversation we had. Before you kicked me under the table, I said, baby, I give you the world. I just ain't changing no diaper.
Oh my God.
What you doing? Who you calling?
Where is my baby?
Wait. I'm right here.
Hi, Mommy.
Hey.
Oh, Mommy, love you.
Why you don't never sound that excited when I call?
Hi.
Well,
you talking?
I don't even know why I'm here.
Me and Nelly broke.
I got nothing for him.
Absolutely not, I know.
Until he can say, I'm hungry. Until he can say, I need to use the bathroom. It's going to be a lot in your bathroom. But as soon as he started walking, I told him, I said, enjoy it. Because as soon as he gets to walking and talking, he with the crew.
Telling the one and only Ashanti on national television that she has condemned herself to a life of being a married single mother for the whole world to see is crazy work. You, a father of 5, in your 50s, at your big prehistoric age, your big prehistoric male pattern balding, ED having, ailment having age, telling your newlywed wife who spun the block for you and took you back that she's condemning and damning herself to being a married single mother because you can't be bothered with rearing your own child while they're at the peak of their helplessness as an infant is crazy work. And Ashanti, I love you. I've been loved you since childhood. We go back to the early 2000s. I have smoke for you too. You volunteering to at first be this man's baby mama in your big middle-aged years, and then smiling, kikiing, and laughing while he's telling you to your face on national television that you're basically going to be a married single mother. That's not cute. That's not the move. That's not the wave. That is crazy work. You broke up with that man for a reason. Let him stay an ex. You broke up with him for a reason. Ain't shit changed. And you know what's the really crazy part about it is that how Nelly feels with respect to rearing his own child is how I would dare say 98% of men who are fathers feel. They don't feel like they can be bothered with actually being a father when the child is at their most helpless in infancy, before they can walk, before they can talk, before they're potty trained. They can't be bothered with all of that. They shoulder all of that on the mother and just say, well, I'm here. I could leave. I could be worse because I could just leave and I'm bringing home a paycheck. You can figure all that shit out. And these are men talking about their biological children, the children that wouldn't exist if they didn't put their little shrimpy in your hot pocket. Remember when I was talking about and telling you that Black women have to stop giving grace to every fucking body because this is what our grace comes at the price of. This is what all of our forgiveness comes at the price of. This is what us being so understanding and so contrite comes at the price of. Our integrity, our autonomy, our agency, our dignity is the price that we pay for being graceful to everybody fucking else who don't give us an ounce, a shred, an iota of that same fucking grace. Every single time. This is what I say, or this is what I mean when I say women voluntarily sign up for martyrdom and willingly walk into martyrdom in the year of our Lord 2025, in the 21st century, you as an American woman, no less, willingly volunteering for this, and you gave up your best life. You gave up your freedom. You gave up like everything that was good about you. I loved Ashanti as a role model because she was one of the few Black child-free single women who was out and proud with the fact that she was single and thriving and gorgeous. All of her entire social media feed was basically my goals, right? Traveling, performing, doing interviews, paid appearances, sponsorships, endorsements, living off of the residuals of all of her hard work in her youth. Right? So she was one of my Black women who was a rare Black woman who was a notable figure who was a child-free single enthusiast, right? And now what? You broke up with that motherfucker for a reason. Leave him where he is at, okay? Ladies, Black women especially, we have to stop that. We have to stop giving the benefit of the doubt to our men and to men in general, because who is that doubt benefiting? Because it's definitely not you.
Ashanti ruined her life settling for Nelly. She spun a block in her fucking 40s. Now she's a married single mother because that nigga told her, I'm not waking up in the middle of the night. I'm not changing no diapers. I'm not making no bottles. I'm not uprooting my life from fucking St. Louis. You gonna have to figure the fuck out. Fuck that.
Now, I hate to be the I told you so, but everybody that was commenting on the Ashanti and the Nelly situation, when people was like, no, Ashanti shouldn't go back. Ashanti should just move forward. You know, not being a hater, but it's just being real. People was like, oh, y'all hating this and that. Now, I seen that documentary. Nelly had told Ashanti, yeah, tell me when that baby walking age and that baby talking or things like that, because I'm not dealing with him until then. And Ashanti was basically like, you don't hear that baby crying all through the night? Now, if this ain't an I told you so moment, I don't know what is.
Ashanti circled the block for Nelly. They were on again, off again for 11 years and broken up for 8. Rekindled their friendship after the verses during the pandemic, and then eventually got involved again. Now they're married with the son, and she very well may be pregnant again. Congratulations to them. But watching this docuseries of them, Nelly and Ashanti, We Belong Together, it just reflected how much she's sacrificing just to be back with him, knowing that he didn't work out the first time. Now, of course, there were other people at that time. They were young, in their 20s and 30s, had much to learn about love and relationship and commitment. I get it. But the same things that didn't work before seem to be prevalent in this relationship. Now, this is just really micro insider's view of their relationship, but it was so telling. She's sacrificing a lot to be with Nelly. Now, one of the main things is he is adamant about not changing diapers, not holding the baby, not co-parenting with her. He is on the road for most of the year. He doesn't want to live in New York. And those are just a few red flags. In this docuseries, you can see that he has a gambling addiction. He's Republican, MAGA, a Trump supporter, performed at one of Trump's inaugural balls, which I think put a damper on Ashanti's public profile. Like, even in the comments, they're talking about Ashanti in this disparaging way and their newborn son, along with Nelly, but he deserves the smoke. Never forget, he was arrested for suspicion of being under the influence of drugs, and Molly was found on his person. Those charges have since been dropped, but Ashanti was almost full term. This happened during her pregnancy. And then there are the credible essay allegations against him, which he did settle with the accuser. And I mean, the list goes on and on. I wonder if she was pressured because, you know, there's this internal time clock, this pressure that women are always under to marry and have kids. It could be that. From the outside looking in, it looks like Ashanti is building this life that she thinks is expected of her. Now, I wish them all the best. I hope it works out. I hope that their love works. But it looks like she's sacrificing so much, and it comes to a point when resentment sets in. And you look back over this time and wish that you recognized the signs and the red flags and got out early.
Now, I'm a millennial, so I grew up watching both Nelly and Ashanti at the height of their careers, and I remember watching their relationship unfold and come to an end. So, seeing them spin the block, marry, and have a baby together, all behind crossing paths at a Versus show, is just such a sweet turn of events. They've seemed pretty happy since reuniting, so to see people talking negatively about them and saying they have red flags in the relationship definitely piqued my interest. I will say they are newlyweds doing parenting for the first time together, and from the clips I've seen, it seems these are conversations of a couple who either didn't take the time to discuss their expectations of each other or didn't take the expectations seriously before marrying. And some of this could be due to the fact that they got married quickly because, by Nelly's own words, he didn't want Ashanti being a quote-unquote baby mama, which, y'all, please do not run down the aisle because you got pregnant. Like, it's not the end of the world having a child unwed. And 9 times out of 10, you'll just end up reaching an impasse like these two. The girlies are saying Nelly hates and is trying to humble Ashanti, that Ashanti settled and ruined her life, and that he has a drug and gambling problem, that she needs to leave him, etc., etc. And one thing about those TikTok masses, if they don't do nothing else, they're gonna tell you to leave your man. And a lot of the times, they basically be right. I ain't even gonna hold you. In the case of Nelly and Ashanti, I do find it concerning that Nelly seems to want no parts of their baby boy KK, and Loki seems very jealous of him. But he's also made it very clear in the clips that he told Shorty what it was from the jump. So Ashanti is no victim here. That man told her he would hire help and would not be changing any diapers. He told her he was not leaving St. Louis for New York, which we learned distance was an issue in the relationship the first time around. And as someone who lived in St. Louis for 4 years, let me tell you, Ashanti has no business there whatsoever. St. Louis is like a suburb compared to New York City. Yet and still, they still ran down the aisle without any conflict resolution, so what can you say there? Anyways, stop trying to victimize these women who walk into their situations eyes wide open, okay? This woman was not trapped, y'all. She was with him 11 years off and on and spun the block. She knows exactly what she's gotten herself into. Now, this is not me saying she deserves to be navigating first-time motherhood basically solo, because I mean, nobody deserves that. But she wanted a marriage and a family, and that's what she's been given. And sometimes women don't care at what cost it comes with. Plus, word on the street is she's pregnant again, so she must be fine where she's at. Maybe she's just pulling a Kardashian and trying to get all her kids out of one man. I mean, who knows? Overall, they seem to get on well and enjoy each other. I hope they come to an agreement on where they will live and how they will continue raising KK. I don't believe things are as in dire straits as people would have us believe. And like I said, as a millennial who grew up watching them together, I do want them to work out, because up until this series, they really did seem happy reuniting, and we all know how sick Nelly was behind that breakup. I mean, he was singing with that country man about her and everything. So best of luck to them. And Ashanti, if it gets any worse, girl, please take those babies and run for the hills, okay? Let me know what y'all think of this discussion. Did you watch the series? Do you agree with TikTok's assessment of their marriage? Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content. We're on the road to 100 subs, and I would love to have you all give it the